Who else but IU alum Heather Dinich, who, what is her deal, man? What is her deal? I don't get it, man. You would think for somebody who graduated from IU, she would do a little bit more to defend her alma mater, especially because ESPN has so many shills who blindly follow the SEC and think that that conference is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Heather Dinich put Indiana projected at 11th in the CFP field. 11th. Are you kidding me? Indiana was 10th last year. She put Miami in the top spot because the selection committee considers the intangibles that accompany a rivalry game and would acknowledge the difficulty of Miami's win over Florida, even though Florida is struggling this year. Indiana-Illinois is a rivalry, no? It is. It is. Not to the same level of Miami-Florida. I'll give her that. The intangibles, guys, the intangibles somehow outweigh Indiana beating a rival at home by 53 points in a conference game. What? She also says that Texas Tech could get a boost in the eyes of the CFP committee because Texas Tech won on the road, whereas Indiana won at home. Are you kidding me? First of all, Texas Tech, that was one of the football games of all time that they played against Utah. But Heather Dinich says if the Hoosiers are a playoff team for the second straight season, they will have earned it with a more difficult schedule as they still have to face Oregon and Penn State both on the road. If IU doesn't win the Big Ten title, it probably needs to at least split with those opponents to win a debate with another contender for an at-large bid. Counterpoint, no. I think as long as you keep Penn State and Oregon close, you show the committee that you can compete in hostile environments, you're fine. ESPN loves quality losses, don't they? All we heard about last year was how 9-3 SEC teams, Alabama and Ole Miss in particular, there was even an argument for South Carolina, deserved a playoff spot over a team like Indiana because they had quality losses. So now you're going to turn around and tell me that Indiana can't take advantage of those quality losses? If you're going to shill against one conference or for another, at least try to hide it. Don't tell me about the intangibles. Tell me about what's happened on the field. That should be the number one determining factor. Not, what was it that didn't show up in the box score? No, Indiana killed Illinois yesterday. Indiana looked like a CFP lock, not an 11th seed. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Guess who's right above Indiana in Heather Dinich's playoff projection? Tennessee, a team with what Heather Dinich calls a quality loss. Quote, the committee isn't going to penalize Tennessee for its 44-41 overtime loss to Georgia. A quality loss. That's what that is. Obviously, that means more than the Indiana winning 63-10. Oh, by the way, Tennessee lost that game at home. Oregon's only at number 8. The teams above Oregon, number 7, Oklahoma, number 6, Texas A&M, number 5, LSU, which, by the way, hey, Heather Dinich, one of LSU's signature wins is against a team that's now 1-3. Or do we only use that to discredit Georgia Tech? Because Georgia Tech isn't supposed to belong, whereas LSU is supposed to belong because of narratives that you and your fellow colleagues at ESPN covering college football manufactured to make your media contract with the SEC look better. Now, ESPN also has the ACC's media rights, but sometimes I think that they forget other conferences besides the SEC exist.